Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of great millstones that rule well, and peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. Unto you I say Shalom. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the flock of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. It's Ecclesiastes chapter 1 and verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. Right? Everything that's going on, everything that's happening, everything that we're experiencing, has been done before. There's nothing new under the sun. Right? That's why they say history repeats itself, because there's nothing new under the sun, including spirits. So a lot of spirits that were alive back then are alive now. And that's why you see a lot of things that were done back then are being done now. You know, and the reason I'm bringing this up is through the spirit, because news is coming out about how in New York City, cops clash with dozens of Orthodox men in synagogue as riots break out over secret underground tunnel. All right, so those underground tunnel found, or I should say, damn near like a network of tunnels. The way that shit was set up, man, it put El Chapo to shame. Those tunnels, man. So a network was tunnel was found under Salakia. I forgot what it was called, but it was one of the most. I don't want to call it a temple, Salakia. Salakia. Hold on once. It's like it's not a synagogue. It's called something else. Let me see stuff. So I can bear with me 1 second. You know what? Let me just do it this way. Maybe it's in the article. Lord will is in the article. An unholy riot broke out in a historic Brooklyn synagogue. I guess it is a synagogue, but it's historic because I think it's like a headquarters. It's not just no regular synagogue or ancient synagogue. It's a headquarters. All right. So an unholy riot broke out in a historic Brooklyn synagogue when a group of rogue members armed with shovels dug a secret tunnel to gain access, and cops and hard hats tried to thwart them. All right. You see already, you could tell this is propaganda. All right. Yep. It's probably written by Amalek. Stephen Janowski. It's probably written by Amalek, man. Salakia. This is the thing, you gotta read in between the lines when you get news from mainstream media. When you get news from mainstream media, you gotta read between the lines. I got time for that, Salakia. Nevertheless, that sounds like a Amalekite. Reuven Fenton too. Yeah, he's a defending Epstein. It's probably Amalekite for real. Jeffrey Epstein's brother doesn't think blackmail sex tapes exist, but says he heard lots of gossip. And this for Stephen Janowski. That could be Polish, but it could be an Amalekite too. But this is the only article he contributed to, and it just so happens to be about this one, man. All right, but nevertheless, I say that because when you look at the pictures and the videos of these tunnels, man, that wasn't dug with no shovel, man. Some areas had plumbing, some areas had walls up, staircases, man, brick walls, and it looked old as hell too. Now a narrative going out is that this was built a couple of years ago during the pandemic so they could worship. Another narrative going out is saying this was built 6 months ago for something else. But no, man. And now you're saying a group of rogue members. That means just a couple of bad seeds Not like they were all into it, but they were all into it, man. The way they were reacting, armed with shovels. Shovels didn't dig that, man. Young renegades from Chabad Lubavitch movement, wielding very elementary tools. That's a lie. Began religiously digging the tunnel under the sex world headquarters at Crown Heights. Yeah, it's a world headquarter. It's not no regular. It's not no regular synagogue, man. It's a world headquarter. The way that was in the article. In Crown Heights on Eastern Parkway during the pandemic because higher ups were dragging their feet on expanding the synagogue sanctuary. Sources said. The narrative going out is that a couple of young, overzealous members of the Hasidic group, wielding very elementary tools, dug tunnels because they wanted to worship. That's a lie, man. Amalek don't have that type of zeal. You might see Amalek pretending to be one of the chosen, right? But he doesn't have that type of zeal, man, because he doesn't worship the true power, man. He can't. All right, he doesn't have that type of zeal. He know in his heart of hearts, man. He knows that he's faking the funk, man, because they will never stand on business to defend who they are, man. They'll never do that. They run and hide from any, dispute or anything like that, man. There's no way, people should believe this, but the majority of people in this world are blind, so they believe anything the mainstream media tells them. This is why really is the Wadi Yabashim Shai. He give us the eye salve so we can see right through this bullshit, man. All right. If it were possible to deceive the very elect, man, it's not possible to deceive the elect. The Lord willing, we're part of that number, man. So no matter how much propaganda and lies Esau Edom pushes, it'll never conquer the spirit, man. The truth is what conquers, man. According to First Ezra chapter 4, man. The truth is forever, ever conquering, man. Let me jump over to the book of Job, chapter 30. Job been put us on game of who these people were, man. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. All right, cause they're into some weird shit, man. All right, Esau, Edom, Amalekites, man, they're into weird shit. Especially Amalek in New York, those so-called Hasidic juice boxes, man. Uh, they're there's Hasidic and Sephardic. Sephardic are ones that were ones that were expelled and during 1492, you know, and casted away and spread among other nations, man. But Hasidic are the ones that converted. So the Hasidic are really Edomites. Now you might run into some Sephardic people that look like Edomites, and they claim that they're Ish, and they'll claim that they're Sephardic, but more than likely, that person is actually Jake, man, or the descent from Jake. All right, it's possible. All right, because again, Jake was spread through the four corners of the earth, man. The Lord said He was gonna do that to us, and oh wait, Salak, let me finish on Job 30. But in Deuteronomy 32, He said He will spread us through the four corners of the earth. Job 30:1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. Right? Because you never know what kind of funk these niggas are into, man. These Edomites, Esau, Edom, especially Amalek, are weird, man. They are weird. They are weird. So Job wouldn't even let him, because Scripture talks about how a wise man careth for his beast. So if somebody lays with your beast, if a human lays with your beast, that beast will have to get put to death. Along with the man or woman that laid with the beast, but still the beast will have to get put to death. So Job was like, nah, hell no. Ain't no way I might lay near near the dogs, man. Ain't no way. Because you need dogs. Dogs are necessary for the flock too. When you have large flocks, dogs are very helpful with that, man. But also spiritually, man, he already knew what type of man this was, man. What type of man Esau Edom was, man. The scripture warns us about Esau Edom, man. Never trust thine enemy, and it tells us what type of person they are. Their spirit is not upright in them, man. And this is the results of it, man. They're underground tunnels. Now you might be thinking, oh, what's wrong with having an underground tunnel? But it was the places the tunnels were leading to. The reaction that was displayed when the tunnels were found and they were attempting to cover it or fill the tunnels in with cement. A riot broke out, man. Now, had this been, even though this goes to show you the hypocrisy of the world, man. Had this been, but this also goes to show you that Esau Edom runs shit, man, and Amalek runs shit, right? Amalek runs shit, you know, first in the nation. So he's gonna be a top head dog, head honcho of Esau Edom. All right, the earth was given to the hand of the wicked. So if the earth was given into the hand of the wickedest of the wicked are gonna be in the most control, man, and that's Amalek, man. But had this been uh some Muslims, man, some so-called Arabs, right, and had this been under a mosque, all right, it would have been fucking 9/11 all over again, man. But you barely hear a peep about this, and the peeps you do hear is filled with propaganda, man. All right, the rebels talking about the young, the youthful, overzealous, bad seeds, the young renegades. This are the rebels. The rebels, as described in their teens and early 20s, teenagers digging tunnels that complex, man. You gotta be an idiot. You have to be an idiot to believe this. The rebels, described as in their teens and early 20s, first gained entry into the abandoned Jewish men's mikvah, or ritual bath around the corner of Union Street. Then they broke through a roughly 2 by 2 foot metal grate in the former bath's basement wall and tunneled their way under a sanctuary space reserved for women next door to the synagogue. So they had a tunnel leading right door next door to the women's section, man. All right, and there was this one guy on a website called 4chan. The 4chan's a through ass website, but a lot of times I don't go on it, but people I follow post things from there. I gotta I gotta judge the matter, man. So, but this guy from 4chan, he took a screenshot, or he took a Google Earth screenshot of the tunnel the one guy broke out of. Like if you see, like on social media, you'll see a video of a guy crawling out of a tunnel. So one guy on 4chan, he took a screenshot of that scene and found it in Google Earth and showed what it was next to. And Lord willing, I find this photo, I could show it. And what it was next to, man. All right, so this is on the top left here. You see the guy crawling out the tunnel as you see in the video, and or the vent, and you see the vent and the white box on top of the vent. So on the top right here, you see the vent and the white box on top of the vent, as you see circled in the red. And notice this truck here. It's an Amalekite truck. Mitzvah take. Do a mitzvah today. So Amalekite truck. So now you pan the camera around in Google Earth or Google Maps satellite view or street view. You pan the camera around on the bottom half. You see the same truck, and on the right, what you see? Fucking like a daycare or a children's school, man. So these niggas are doing the same things. These are the same niggas that's in our land today, man. These are the same niggas. These are the bastards dwelling at Ashdod today, man. According to the book of Zechariah, I believe, or Zephaniah, Salakia. But these are the same people, man. And these are the same people, dwelling in that land today and doing wicked ass shit, man. But just like in the past, man, this is why I brought out Ecclesiastes chapter 1. Just like in the past, we had wicked people living in the land that was chosen for us, man. And the Lord had to expel them, for our sakes. And the land's sake too, man. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 12, starting at verse 3. For it was thy will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants of thy holy land. Right? This is talking about the Canaanites. But today we have Amalekites living in our land. Yeah, it's two different nations, but the same thing is going on as going on back then. We have wicked people living in our land, man, that the Lord is going to have to expel. But this time he's going to expel them by thermonuclear fire, by Yahweh shining chariots, and Lord willing, he raises up the elect too, man. And the elect is going to chase him down and dig him out of holes and clefts of the rock, man. All right? With our new bodies and spiritual powers, man. Lord willing, we're part of that number. All right, the same thing is going on, man, but it's going to happen on a greater scale this time, man. Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 3. For it was thy will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants of thy holy land. All right. The Lord used Jake to do it last time, and Lord willing, Lord willing, we're part of that number. The Lord used Jake to do it again, man. All right. Verse 4, whom thou hatest for doing most odious works of witchcraft and wicked sacrifices, and also those merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh, a feast of blood, with their priests out of the midst of their idolatrous crew, and the parents that killed with their own hands souls destitute of help. Right? And this was found under a synagogue, of the world headquarters. So this is their priest that are in on this, man. Also, merciless murderers of children and devourers of man's flesh, right? Now, if these people were, snatching up, and you know what? Let me look at this picture again. Oh, I think I closed it out. Salakia. Let me open it again. Man, that look like Jake children. That looks like Jake children too, man. So they say in Babylon over 400,000 children go missing every year, man. And why you don't see that in breaking headline news? When 20,000 people died from the C-19, allegedly, that shit was all over news, man. They shut down economies, man, for that, man. To push something, a false narrative, but nonetheless, they try to claim that they were saving lives. Now, what about the lives of over 400,000 children that go missing every year, man? It's because who's behind it? These people are protected, man. All right, and that, they're probably sacrificing them, doing witchcraft, because you got the group of these juice boxes on the top left that they perform oral circumcisions, man. And there's reports of little children contracting herpes that way, man. I forgot the term of it, man, but this is what they do, man. These are who these people are. And in these underground tunnels, they pulled out, children high chairs and blood-stained mattresses, man. All right? These are the people the Lord has us under subjection to right now. This goes to show you how bad we went off, man. This is the people that the Lord put on top for the time being. This is not the chosen people. The Israelites are the chosen people, and these niggas are not Israelites, man. Israelites are you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, according to the curses of Deuteronomy 28. All right, and of course, you other Jakes spread across the four corners of the earth that might look like other nations, but truly are descendants of Israel, the men Israel, man. And you were spread across the four corners of the earth, again, for our disobedience, man. All right, but you have the spirit of zeal in you. We judge the spirit by the spirit, not by appearance. So we could tell who's Jake and who's not. All right, when we speak with them, when we observe them, man. It's almost like a trial, man. We ask other brothers, hey, Jake or nah, you know what I'm saying? And, the spirit usually reveals it, man. You gotta judge with wisdom. You can't just be out here like a wicked camp just because somebody has so-called white skin. They're automatically an Edomite, man. Because then you're condemning them, man. You're telling them that they have no chance for repentance. And what if, because they hear that, they never even try to look for the Lord, man? Even though they have the zeal to look for the Lord, man. But you told them that they're an Edomite and they have no chance, man. You going off, man. All right, so just like in the past, we had the Canaanites in the land of Israel, you know, practicing idolatry and doing witchcraft and things of that nature. Now we have Amalekites in the land of Israel doing the same thing. And this is a post I seen on Twitter. The reason I'm showing this post is it shows a more complex video of what was found under the tunnel. But it said it's now almost certain the tunnels found at the Chabad synagogue in Brooklyn were designed for a child. I'm not gonna read that, so this video will get flagged. This footage release shows that the Ish synagogue had a dystopian tunnels made with stained mattresses that have been sent for forensic analysis. Right, just what I was saying earlier. You seen blood-stained mattresses, man, coming out of there, man. You see people attacking police. Man, had this been any other group of people, man, Jake or not, man, this would have been, breaking news, riots, 5 shot dead, and all of that, man. But these niggas are protected because for now, the earth is in their hand because they are the wicked, pursuant to the book of Malachi. A group of extremist students were blamed for the child. Oh, Salakia. A group of extremist students were blamed for the abduction tunnels and attempted to bury the tunnels with cement before forensics could begin their investigations. Advocates for the abuse say Israel has become a refuge for files, and many ish Americans hide from justice in Israel, which is true, right? Because if you get caught, with underage paraphernalia, if you get caught attempting to even communicate with somebody underage, you could get labeled in America, and it will have to register as a sex offender, right? And that limits to places you could work, places you could live, and you'll always be able to be found. Somebody gotta do is Google nearby sex offenders, and your name will pop up, man, and you will forever be tarnished. But you could go to Israel and not have to register for that if you get caught for doing something like that over here. So this is why a lot of files, they go to Israel to live out their lives. Israel is almost like a safe haven for wickedness, man. You could be a Mo in Israel with no persecution. You could be a Mo in America with no persecution. But if you're a file in America, you're gonna get persecuted. But if you're a file in Israel, it's fair game, man. But this is videos of the underground. Remember, this is a video of an underground tunnel dug with novice tools by teenagers with shovels, man. But they have an exit sign, which means what? They have running electricity. They have, so you know what? I'm just gonna play this video, and it's filthy, man. Filthy. Oh, Slocky, that must not been the tunnel. Slocky's going downstairs. But even still, a staircase, a bucket for water. Look at the walls, the brick or paneling on the walls. Teenagers ain't do this, man. Yeah, a baby chair looks like. Look at this. Ain't no way, man. Look how old this brick looks, man. They knocked that down with novice tools, man. Get out of here. Teenagers did not do. Look at this, man. And look how small it is. Look how small it is, man. This is not for. That's not for grown adults to go through, man. That's got to be for smaller people. All right. So this is the time that we're in. Hey, all things are coming to light, man. All things are coming to light. Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and 8. And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Right? You're starting to see the fall of Esau, Edom, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahshai, through the word, man. The men you see on the highways and byways all throughout the four corners of the earth are proclaiming the downfall of Esau Edom and America and the return of Yahweh Shai, man. So you're seeing the foundation of this place crumbling because the spirit of the word, man, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, right? Because when the Lord comes, game is over, man. The game when the Lord comes, it's game over. It's game over, and that's what we're waiting for. We're tired of playing these games with these people, man. Even though we're not playing with them, it's just like, Amalek is the worst, man. They're the filthiest too. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9. Even him who is coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. Right? This is why you'll see Christians, so-called Christians, a lot of Jake too, saying that we gotta defend Israel and things of that nature. Ain't no, man, because that's not the Israel of the Bible, man. Those are the Amalekites of the Bible, right? And the Lord promised destruction to Amalek, man. The Lord promised captivity for Amalek, man. So no, I'm not gonna pray for no Israeli, man. I'm not even praying for 2/3 of my own people, man. Fuck them niggas. And if we're starting to see the spirit going out, you see Amalek building underground tunnels, and the spirit you see these billionaires is going more and more mainstream to building bunkers and stuff. This is the spirit, that's the vibration that's going out on the earth, because we're gonna dig these people out from underground, man. And you see they're already there. They're already building bunkers. They're already digging tunnels to do their wickedness. They think they could hide. And no, they're being revealed, man. The wicked is being revealed. They think they can hide from judgment. They can hide from the Lord. Not knowing the Lord's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, man. He sees everything. Amos 9:2. Though they dig into hell, then shall my hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, then shall I bring them down. All right. And hell is not a place, a fiery pit where they burn forever. No. Hell is either the grave or, under earth, man. Hell represents the grave or under earth. Right, they're digging into hell. Right, they're building bunkers. Right, they're digging tunnels, man. And for what, man? They're trying to escape. And you see how they act when their escape was found, man. They started rioting, man. Hell, according to the Greek, underworld, grave, hell, or pit. Nowhere does it say a place where you burn forever, man. It's talking about death, which is judgment, the grave, But they're digging into hell by digging pits and tunnels and bunkers, man. Not knowing the Lord, even though they know it. But the Lord got a sword, a special sword. Nuclear missiles called bunker busters that don't penetrate until that don't detonate until they penetrate the ground first, man. All right. Now let me go to Actually, I'm going to close it out with that. Lord, when this lesson was edifying, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKadosh. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone that rule well. And peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. Until next time, I want to say Shalom and Abad Bubal.